Oversharing is social self-sabotage. The more you reveal about yourself, the less people feel the need to value you. And the worst part is this: they will never tell you it's happening. They will just feel it. Quietly. Instinctively. Respect rarely disappears in one moment. It erodes in small disclosures. A fear you casually mention. A plan you announce too early. An insecurity you laugh about. Each one feels harmless. Together, they redraw your social position. Society tells you openness builds connection. But biology tells a different story. Human beings evolved in environments where information was currency. Knowing less about someone meant watching them more closely. Mystery required attention. Predictability did not. The person who revealed everything about themselves quickly became easy to read. Easy to anticipate. Easy to replace. The one who spoke selectively became harder to decode. And what the brain cannot easily predict, it automatically assigns importance to. This is not manipulation. It is evolutionary pattern recognition. Your mind is constantly ranking people based on subtle cues. Who reacts emotionally? Who seeks validation? Who exposes their inner world without being asked? These signals are processed faster than conscious thought. Oversharing signals impulsivity. Impulsivity signals low regulation. Low regulation signals low authority. And authority, real authority, is the backbone of social respect. When you narrate your struggles to everyone, you may feel authentic. But to the primitive brain observing you, you are also displaying your pressure points. You are offering a psychological blueprint. Once people know your fears, your desires, your frustrations, they know how to influence you. They know where praise will hook you. They know where rejection will hurt you. They know how to steer you without you noticing. You think you are bonding. Sometimes you are just becoming predictable. Silence, on the other hand, creates psychological gravity. When you don't explain every move, people start filling the gaps themselves. And humans rarely fill gaps with neutral assumptions. They project depth, competence, and control onto those who reveal little. This is why the quiet individual in a room is often perceived as more powerful than the loud one. Not because they speak less, but because every word they do speak carries weight. Words lose value when they are abundant. They gain value when they are rationed. Modern culture pushes the opposite instinct. Post your thoughts. Share your journey. Broadcast your emotions. The digital world rewards exposure because exposed people are easier to categorize and influence. But offline social dynamics still follow ancient rules. The person who explains themselves constantly looks like they are seeking approval. The person who speaks with restraint looks like they are choosing their moments. One signals need. The other signals control. And control is attractive at a biological level. It signals stability. It signals reliability. It signals leadership potential. None of this means becoming cold or distant. It means becoming selective. It means treating your inner world as valuable territory, not public property. You do not need to announce every goal. Speaking about plans often gives your brain a false sense of completion anyway. You trade action for the dopamine of telling. You do not need to explain every emotion. Most emotions pass. Words make them permanent. You do not need to fill every silence. Silence is not awkward. It is a test of who needs validation more. Watch powerful people closely. They reveal themselves in layers. They let curiosity do the work. They allow others to lean in. Because curiosity creates pull. Oversharing creates saturation. If you reduced your disclosures by even 30%, you would notice a shift. People would ask more. Listen more. Interpret more. Your presence would feel heavier without you doing anything different. Perception shapes social reality more than intention ever will. The people with the most social leverage are rarely the most expressive. They are the most measured. They understand that every word either builds presence or dissolves it. Most people will ignore this and continue talking, posting, confessing, and explaining, then wonder why they feel invisible despite constant exposure. A few will understand that attention is not the same as respect. And those few will discover a quiet advantage. When you speak less, people listen more. When you reveal less, people value more. When you control your words, you control your image. Sometimes the strongest move in a conversation is the one you never say out loud.